Liz Patton of Liz Patton Fitness. I am a wife, a mom to 3 boys, and I'm passionate about helping women become all that God has created them to be in their body, their mind, their spirit. I love to mentor women on their fitness journeys as well as in their fitness businesses. So let's get right to it. It's Friday, and you have probably had a crazy busy week, and hopefully you're going to have a chance this weekend to recharge your batteries a little bit. So I would love for you to be able to find 1 hour sometime either Saturday or Sunday to do some meal prepping. And I had a really emotional conversation with a woman just this week who shared with me very honestly, very transparently, just a raw conversation. And she said, "Why is it I'm successful in every other area of my life except my health? Why is it that I have been able to put everybody's needs before my own? How can I make sure that my kids are all where they need to be and have everything that they need, but I don't do the same for myself?" And she's not alone. I talk with women all the time who have successful businesses and jobs and their families are thriving, but yet they are not at the weight or the health that they want to be because they don't have time for it. They have time, but they don't make time because they don't think they are a priority. And what I want your heart to know today is that you are worth time devoted just for you. That doesn't make you selfish. That makes you a good mama. You're going to be a better wife and a better mother if you give yourself some time. So, amen. Yes. Like, let's stop feeling guilty about spending some time on ourselves, just so that you can be the best version of you possible. So I just want to share with you a few things that you can do to simplify meal prepping, because here's what I know. A lot of women don't do it because it seems daunting. It seems overwhelming. It's like, what do? I don't even know where to start. That's how I feel when I'm in my yard. Like, I know that my flower beds need work, but I get out there and I got my gloves on and I got like my little tools, but I'm just being honest. I'm like, okay, like, I don't really know what to do right now. I know that the weeds need to come out. Okay, I can do that, but I don't know, deadheading, like what? I don't know. I don't know what to do. So if you feel that way about the kitchen, I can help you in the kitchen. I can't help you in your garden, but I can help you in your kitchen. So if you don't know, first of all, what to get at the grocery store, I'm going to tell you at the end of this scope what to get at the grocery store. But once you bring it home, this is some things that you can do with it. And I do this in 1 hour on Sunday afternoons while my husband's either watching the football game or my kids are having Nerf gun wars and bullets are all around my head. You can do this in 1 hour. So the first thing I do is I get my crock pot on and I put chicken in there. You can flavor it however you want. You can add chicken broth to it and just keep it plain, and that way you can use that chicken for salads or for casseroles or wraps later in the week. You can add salsa to it if you want to spice it up a little bit, but get that in your crock pot, get that going on high, 3 hours, you're good to go. I then turn on my oven. I throw in some sweet potatoes in there, or if your family likes regular potatoes, whatever. Bake some sweet potatoes so you have those as a good healthy carb that you can heat up in the microwave later on in the week. They make a good snack even cold if you have to grab something as you're walking out the door. Then I turn my oven on also, and while those sweet potatoes are roasting in the oven, and I just put them in whole, okay? Put a knife to make some holes in them and just, don't make it complicated. Then I will put raw nuts. I love pecans and almonds. I will put them on cookie sheets and I will just put them in the oven for about 5 to 10 minutes to get them nice and crunchy, and it releases the flavor as the oil is released in your nut. That way you can buy them raw without all that other stuff on it. And I swear they are amazing. Just toasting them makes the biggest difference. While my potatoes and nuts are cooking and my chicken is cooking, I turn my stove on and I put a dozen eggs in water to hard boil those eggs. While that is going, then I start to work on my fruits and veggies. So I pull everything from the refrigerator out, put it on the countertop, and just start washing all of it, okay? Because a lot of times we just, like, I've had so many women tell me, I get fruits and vegetables with every intention of eating them, and they go rotten in the drawer. And it's because they're so busy, they don't take the time to chop it up. But if you spend some time on Saturday or Sunday doing that, it's a no-brainer later in the week when you don't have time. So I will shred all of my carrots and get the ends cut off so that those are ready to grab and go. My kids are more likely to eat celery dipped in peanut butter if I already have it washed and cut up, so all they have to do is reach into the Ziploc bag, grab it, and go. And I know they double dip, and I can't even think about all of that stuff in the peanut butter jar because, you know, then nobody would want to eat the peanut butter. But anyway, I digress. I'll take a head of cauliflower and I put that in my food processor and rice it. So when I am trying to cut down on my carbs, never put them in a drawer of out of sight, put veggies on the first shelf. Yes, Tiffany, that's a great suggestion, especially, I mean, for your kids too. Like if it's readily available and they see it as soon as they open the refrigerator door, they're more likely to eat it. But that cauliflower rice, you will never miss regular rice if you try cauliflower rice. I just take a whole head, put that in my food processor, get it into a rice-like texture, and then I melt a little coconut oil on top of the stove and heat that cauliflower rice. My husband and I can share a head of cauliflower very easily, eating it that way. In addition to cauliflower rice, I will take kale and peel it off the stem, so that's all ready to go so that I can either eat that in a salad or I will just cook that in some chicken broth on top of the stove. Some other things that I'll do is I will cook a pound of ground turkey, and then later in the week I can throw that into some spaghetti sauce or heat that up quickly for a turkey taco salad. And that's a super easy thing that you can do all while your eggs are hard boiling and your baked sweet potatoes are cooking. You can also cook quinoa or brown rice and put this in individual Ziploc bags. If you don't think that you will eat it all that week, freeze it. And then all you have to do is reach in, pull out your Ziploc bag, pop that in your microwave or on top of the stove, and you can heat that up for later on in the week if you don't think that you'll eat it all in one sitting. This is a real simple thing, but I will pre-bag grapes so that I have the individual clumps already in little Ziplocs. Then when my kids are packing their lunches, all they have to do is reach in, grab the Ziploc bag, and they go. It just simplifies it. And again, they are more readily able and willing to eat it if it's simple for them. And that's one way to do it. The last thing usually that I'll do with veggies is I will make zoodles. If you haven't tried zoodles, zucchini noodles, again, I use the cauliflower rice instead of the brown rice, and I use zoodles instead of spaghetti noodles. So, you know, I will make whole grain or the Barilla pasta for my family because they're not as crazy about zoodles as I am. And then I'll just take the zucchini, and there's a very simple little gadget that you can get on Amazon or Bed Bath & Beyond. You just turn the zucchini in this little fun gadget and it makes noodles out of your zucchini. And it's seriously amazing. Like, I don't miss pasta at all now that I am zoodling. So you can do that and have that already in your little Ziploc or container in the refrigerator. Yes, oh, Summer, girl, you gotta get yourself a zoodler. Yeah, it just makes life so easy. So you've got all of that done. And seriously, I sometimes have trouble fitting it all in the fridge because once you add it to your Tupperware containers, you know, it takes up more room. But boy, I feel like a squirrel must feel in the wintertime when it gathers all of its nuts and it looks at all of that. Like when I open up my refrigerator door and all of that is in there, I just know that I'm setting myself up for success for the week because I've been there and I know what it feels like to be famished, and you've been at church with your kids on a Wednesday night and you get home and you have to think of like, what am I gonna have for dinner? And I mean, you just don't have a clue and you'll just grab something quick. And so having all of this in the refrigerator waiting for you just simplifies life, and it doesn't have to be hard. So I hope that those are some tips that will simplify your life. If you would like my family's grocery list or some healthy recipes for your family, if you need a good place to start, you can get my free ebook. It's Healthy Mama, Happy Family, and you can get that at lizpattonfitness.com. And if this has been a helpful Periscope to you, I would love it if you would want to share it with your friends, if it might also serve them and meet their needs. I pray you have a blessed weekend, and I hope that you find some time for some meal prep too. Bye, friends. Thanks for being with me.